The Washington Nationals. Who will get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Gio Gonzalez gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
Taylor comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Giro, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Taylor is there, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third, second baseman, Saison Hernandez.
Striding in, Cesar Hernandez, as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. Swinging a soft liner down the line in right. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. And now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Jake Arrieta, a Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right, and this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
The 1-0 home. Taken strike 1 on the inside corner.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Count is 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Grounded to short. Crawford gloves it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, the thing I'm focused on with this lineup is the fact that they love to run. They lead the league in stolen bases. They're not afraid to take that extra bag. It's going to put the defense on their heels. Be on the lookout for that today.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Bro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. Will give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the 9th.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Adam Eaton becomes the second out of the bottom of the first. And now Bryce Harper. He had a homer in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. Hit hard on the ground to short, and that finds its way through for a base hit. He has success with 2 out, and the bottom of the first stays moving.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Daniel.
Stepping into the box, Daniel Murphy. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. Here comes the first pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Hit out towards second. Reined in. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. In now is Anthony Rendon. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
The 1-2. Fouled off.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. So here's the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category. And now a pitch on the way. Hit high and deep to right center. Eaton is under it. 1 out.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And guys, I want you to think back to our pregame meeting with the manager before this one. The one thing he kept preaching to us is that they got to play better defense. Coming off last game, they made 3 errors in that one. They're going to have to clean it up and give themselves a better chance to win this game on the defensive side of the ball.
Now at the plate, Carlos Santana. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting sixth, third baseman number 7, Michael Franco.
Into the box now, Michael Franco. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Gonzalez gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. No score here as we play inning number 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he chased it in the dirt. Montero gathers. And that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And now for Washington, Michael Taylor. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. Here's the first pitch to him. Way in front of a great slider that time. So far this season, Taylor possesses a slugging percentage above the .450 mark, so he's capable of running into one here. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Santana trying to get there. Now another 0-2. And he got him.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH. But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 8 games now. Man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Bottom of the second here with no score. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Digging in to try it again. Trey Turner, runner in scoring position with Saison. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. Turner takes his swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leave.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. One left for Washington. We'll move to the third with no score. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Jorge Alfaro. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High pop up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 49.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Jake Arrieta. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. In now is Adam Eaton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Center fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And it's fouled away. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Crawford onto the grass. He's there and records the first out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
And now Bryce Harper, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Drilled right back up the middle. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, a base hit in his first trip. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
You could hear the solid contact all the way up here, and I thought we were going to have our first run of the game right there. Gets all the way to the fence, but it stays in the park, so he'll have to be okay with the double.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Popped him up. Alfaro moving to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First offering on its way. Hit back up the middle. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time, and we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Up next will be Nick Williams. And oh, that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. So gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Saison Hernandez. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First delivery to him on the way. Chopped weakly to the left. Rendon loves it. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Skied into straightaway right. And Harper will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Striding in once again, Anthony Rendon comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
So he got him swinging. Anthony Rendon becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Michael Taylor will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Miguel Montero 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, a terrible bounce, and it goes right by him.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do because you're hitting in front of the pitcher. Not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better. Because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
Gio Gonzalez is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Montero is off of first with 2 away. And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. Nationals leave 1 through 4, still tied 0-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A little bouncer that winds up foul for the 2nd strike. And he fouls this one off. And he misses there. 1-2.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
Hits this one hard the other way. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Third baseman number 7, Miguel Franco.
Ready for another chance? Maikel Franco. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. Back up the middle. And the Phillies are into the hit column.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, J.P. Crawford. He swings and grounds it to short. Oh, he makes the stop. And that's an incredible effort to get the 2nd out of the inning. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Stepping in, Jorge Alfaro. He popped out in his first trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now this is chopped foul to home plate. It's 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. And he lays off for ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 1 left for Philadelphia. Halfway home, still no score. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and starting out the inning, the exciting speedster Trey Turner. First pitch on its way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
2-1 the count to Trey Turner. The 2-1 is in there for the second strike.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit. But unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Swinging and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out. 1 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
A shot down the first baseline, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Striding into the box, Bryce Harper, a hit in 2 tries so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Williams going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Ready for another shot now. Ryan Zimmerman. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
1 run, 6 hits, and 2 errors on the Washington line score. And that misses 2-1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul. Good battle. Count remains full. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. The Nationals lead it 1-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jake Arrieta to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Behind 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to left. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Up next will be Nick Williams, as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, D-Ro. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Into the box, Saison Hernandez. On a rope to the second baseman.
Now batting, left fielder, Hoskins.
So striding in, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper has a read on it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Phillies leave a couple. They still trail 1-0. Here's Daniel Murphy now. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Really been an amazing transition for Daniel Murphy. Known more as an average type hitter, Matt, when he was a member of the New York Mets. But since he's put on a Nationals uniform, boy, the power surge has come, and it has not stopped.
Sliced hard, but foul to the left.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pereira has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Into the box now, Anthony Rendon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. 1 run, 6 hits, and 2 errors on the Washington line score.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Ranging back is Herrera, and this one is gone. A home run. Anthony Rendon connects on a solo shot. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Nationals move out in front here 2-0.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Michael Taylor stands in as he looks at a called strike. Drilled to the right side. And there's out number 2.
The catcher, number 14, Miguel Montero.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Hit out towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo home run. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. It's 2-0 Washington. Back here at Nationals Park. Nationals on top in this one as we get ready for the 7th. But first, let's check out the game summary to see how we got here. Here's Carlos Santana now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Ned. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Santana on at first, nobody out. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here it comes on 0-2. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And this will find the wall in the very deepest part of the yard. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Digging in once again, J.P. Crawford. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Bouncer to the left side. Rendon ranges to his left. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Sean Kelly will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Matt Wieters will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. First pitch on its way. Now here's a line drive, and this may turn things around. It's down for extra bases. And the runner will score from second. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 3-2 ball game.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, D-Roll. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
Stepping in now, Jake Arrieta. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Harper is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Odubel Herrera. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. Taylor is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out.
The right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
So coming to the plate, Nick Williams. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He pulls this one into right. Harper will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. It's stretch time here in our nation's capital. It's the Phillies 3. Digging in the switch hitter, Matt Wieters. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Called strike over the outside corner.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Williams is there to put it away for out number 1.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Trey Turner. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. In there, strike 1. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7.
That's a ball.
A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One and 2 now.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hoskins is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Number 2, Adam Eaton.
In now is Adam Eaton. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this two-hitter finds a way on, it really sets.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Still a 3-2 ball game.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Nationals, number 21, Brandon Kinsler.
Leading off the inning, Saison Hernandez, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Saison Hernandez.
First offering on its way. Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
And a check swing here, appealed down to third, but Matthew Ross says he held up. Ball 1. The 1-2 to third. Rendon is there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And both starters have been in form. 3-2 our score as we give you a look at the starter comparison for these two opposing pitchers. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Here comes the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Carlos Santana.
So now Carlos Santana. Popped him up. Rendon in foul ground. 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 7, Michael Franco.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Michael Franco, who came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Looking up is Eaton. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run home run off the bat of Michael Franco. 6th home run on the season for him. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Every run helps late in the game, and with this one on the board, they're now up 3 and only need 6 outs to end it. They've got a little room for error, and I'm sure they'd like to add to that even more if they can.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Line towards center field. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's now 5-2 Philadelphia. And now Bryce Harper. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now. Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Here now the 2-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Hoskins waits on it. 1 out.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Digging in once again, Ryan Zimmerman. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And a slider on the inside for strike 1.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Drilled down the line. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game. Seared down the first baseline. Step on the bag for 1.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony.
In now is Anthony Rendon. And he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run behind him in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Herrera is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 left for Washington, and the deficit remains 5-2. Back now with baseball on MLB Network from the nation's capital, just down the street from the Capitol building. We are set for what remains in this one. Joaquin Benoit will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch.
Number 53.
Howie Kendrick is also into the ball game as he'll hit in the number 8 spot here.
Second base and batting in the 8th spot. Number 12, Howie Kendrick.
Scott Kingery will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Up next will be Nick Williams. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Eaton is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Saison Hernandez.
Ready for another chance? Cesar Hernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Eaton on the move. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. The relay throw. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder,
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And they're runners at the corners now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss at a ball down.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. A ball and 2 strikes.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Phillies leave a couple, and it remains 5-2. Luis Garcia comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
number 57, Luis Garcia.
Digging in to try it again. Michael Taylor. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Left fielder,
First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. Here's Howie Kendrick. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball that just misses inside.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Popped him up. Santana in foul ground. Oh, and he misses it. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Franco is there. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.